It's your boy Mullah. This week after 5. We back with another one. So we want to see who would you roll with? Is you going with Katie or is you going with Steph? Man, it's a tough one. Hey, this a tough one, yo. Man, but I'm rolling with your boy. I'm rolling with your boy Katie, man. I'm going with number 7, baby. Steph, you my boy. But I need Katie. He can do both ways. A lot of things. So let's see what they say. Here we go, people.
Probably blasphemous for me to say this, Skip, but I'm gonna take Steph because he's Steph. He's back being Steph Curry, two-time back-to-back, the back-to-back MVP. He's on the early pace to break the record, which I thought was unbreakable, of over 400 threes. I think he's on pace to hit 444 threes, Skip. In the last 10 days, Steph Curry has 9 3-pointers or more. There are only 12 players in NBA history with 3 such games. Let that sink in for a second, Skip.
12.
He's done something in 10 days that only 12 players have done in their entire career.
In 10 days, he done something that only 12 people did in their entire career. Hey, that boy Steph cold, man. And he cold, man. I ain't gonna lie. He cold. That boy cold. This a tight MVP race, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Skip, it's just something about the three-point shot. It's kind of like, I guess, the punt return or the kick return touchdown, Skip, is just so demoralizing. And that three-point shot, I know KD is a three-point shot. He got the mid-range. He can get all the way to the rack. Basically, Steph, Skip, is a three-pointer floater. That's what he does. He really try to finish at the rim. Do 6'3". He ain't got no extraordinary. He can't elevate like Anthony Edwards, Skip. He ain't 7 foot tall like KD. But, Skip, there's just something to be said for a guy that's that size in the Western Conference, leading his team to the best record without their second best player, which is Klay Thompson.
They ain't even got Klay yet, man. And they out here killing. They number 1 team in the NBA, I believe. If not, number 2. But I don't see nobody better than them right now. So I'm pretty sure they number 1. But this is a tight debate, y'all. I don't know who y'all rolling with. Let me know who y'all rolling with in the comments. In the comment below.
And Wiseman. So for me, Skip, and I think the thing is, for me, another thing is that we're looking at Kevin Durant because he came off that injury. Many people, that's been a death sentence. That's been the end of their career. They're never the same player. But he's come back and he's been Kevin Durant. I don't see any ill effects from that injury. But we also remember, because last year, Skip.
You're right, Uncle Shay, sir. You won't even know that kind of injury happened to KD. The way get you some. Take it to your mama, boy.
Steph came back and led the league in scoring, coming off a broken wrist in which he missed basically the entire season. So he came back, and granted, it was his left wrist, not his right wrist.
Right.
But for me, right now, I think Steph Curry, I would take Steph Curry because he's more what he does is more demoralizing to a team than what KD does. So I would take Steph right now.
That's a good point. You gotta take Steph everywhere. All day, every game. KD, you just double him or whatever. Just keep doubling and doubling and doubling once he gets the ball.
I just hope we don't get struck by lightning here on this set because that was utter, straight blasphemy. I'm going to use the Dak Mahomes argument that you use against me.
No.
Right now, what GM would take Dak over Mahomes? Well, none would. I wouldn't. I give you that. I think Dak is going to beat Mahomes because his team is better than Mahomes' team, and he's playing at a higher level right here, right now than Mahomes. But in the bigger picture, would any GM take Dak over Mahomes? No, not even close.
No.
I don't even think one idiot out there, that some guy who's about to be fired would take Dak over Mahomes.
Good one, Skip. You hit the flip switch on him. Got you, Uncle Shay. So what he's saying is, who's gonna take Steph over KD if you have the chance to pick? That's a good question.
Mahomes. Conversely, similarly, I should say, there's no GM who would take Steph over KD. They just wouldn't. We're 6'3". You're not a GM. That would be the one thing you're not. It's 6'3" versus 7 feet.
Yes.
It's 7-foot monster. It's the most unstoppable mid-range jump shooter we have ever seen against whipped cream Steph Curry.
Ain't no whipped cream.
It's whipped
There's
cream.
substance to that.
Every couple of nights, he'll have a big shooting night, and it'll be Steph-tacular. And everybody overreacts to the three-point shot because it has become the shot. It used to be the slam dunk, and that has been rendered completely obsolete.
It's only 2 points.
Who cares?
Exactly.
Who cares? It's just another ho-hum tomahawk slam, whatever. You know, right?
It's a layup.
Okay, it's now a layup.
Yep.
But Steph he invented the logo three, right? And he pulls up just inside a half court, and he made another one. Way to go. Well, guess what? He's making 45% of his threes.
What?
That sounds pretty good. It's the second lowest of his career. That's how great a shooter he is. But guess what? He's taking a career high 13.4 threes per game. That's 3 more a game than your man Buddy Hield is attempting for Sacramento.
Right.
3 more a game? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So he is just running away with the 3-point attempts in this league.
Right.
Because he's got the greenest light in the history of basketball, shooting the ball from 3, because his coach loves him just the way Andy Reid loves him some Mahomeboy. Because Andy Reid wants Mahomeboy to be his extension. I selected him. I found him. I picked him. Watch this.
Right.
He's going to throw it every down. Who needs to run the ball when I got this kid? I want you to try anything you want to try. And similarly, Steve Kerr's like, and Steve played and was a very good conventional 3-point shooter and free throw shooter. Yeah. And he's like, that's my guy. He's an extension of me. Just shoot it whenever you feel like. There's no bad shot for Steph Curry. I get all that. But this all sprang from the fact that these two teams played head up, nose to nose,
and what
even Steven basketball, all the way to halftime. When was it Steph who took the game over? No, it was Andrew Wiggins who made back-to-back threes at the end of the first half to suddenly give them a 5-point lead. They were down a point with 33 seconds left, in large part because Kevin Durant was being Kevin bleeping Durant.
And Skip, you made this thing yesterday about Kevin Durant was being Kevin Durant. And Steph Curry matched him point for point in the first quarter. And Steph Curry outscored him in the first half. And then what happened in the second half? You say that's when the money gets made.
Thank you. Andrew Wiggins just kept on keeping on because he comes right out of halftime and makes 2 more shots, and all of a sudden they're down 9.
I think we got a preview of the finals, guys. No lie. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know what y'all say, but I'm just give you my opinion.
And Kevin Durant's saying, I got to go. I got to push. Steph's on fire. That they want this worse than we do. Obviously, is there not a Kyrie cloud hanging over this team right now? They don't have Kyrie, but even worse, it's the cloud of Kyrie.
You still got James Harden.
Okay. Do you really?
Yeah.
Does he resemble anything near the MVP James Harden that we used to see?
27, 10, and 7 last night.
No.
Can I interest you in that?
Here's what I can interest you in is Kevin Durant came right back out back-to-back against Cleveland and Cleveland came in 9-6, so they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And he said, watch this. And he made 7 of his first 10 shots in the first half and scored 19 by halftime, and that's all. It was over.
Skip. But you make it seem like I'm saying that, like, Kevin Durant is a bad player. I'm just saying right now, I ain't saying moving forward.
Okay, but it's all springing off what happened at Brooklyn the other night when
Has he not been good this season?
The Warriors fans took over the arena. I've never seen anything like it. There's melees in Brooklyn about this team. There's like a Kyrie hangover effect where the Brooklyn fans, again, as Chris Broussard said on the show yesterday, there aren't that many of them to start with.
Right.
It's a small contingent.
Yeah.
And so they can't.
They're not Nets fans. They're Kevin Durant fans.
That is
They're
correct.
James Harden or Kyrie Irving fans.
Okay.
They're not Nets fans.
So Barclays is not exactly a Nets stronghold, so they can't.
Yeah, so you know they was rooting for your boy Steph Curry go up in Brooklyn. Like I thought we was in Brooklyn. Oh wow, you saw that? He shot from the logo.
Defend the fort.
Right.
You know, all of a sudden, here comes Steph.
Right.
And the tickets are available. Turning on Kevin Durant.
Right.
It was Warriors fans procuring tickets
Yeah.
because everywhere I looked in the crowd, there were Golden State jerseys, and a lot of them were Steph,
Of course.
obviously. And once he got going,
Mind you, okay, remember, it's KD old partner, okay? Come on. Skip. Come on, man. They used to be partners, man. Let's keep it 100, man.
they came up and took over the decibels in the arena. It sounded like a Golden State home game.
And plus, Skip, also, when you have that many fans and all of a sudden you're beating the home team, the home fans are going to leave. So all those fans are going to get closer. They might have been up at the top deck, Skip. Right. Now they're going to come down. And now you're going to really be able to hear them.
So I'm sure it was hard on Durant's psyche. So in the third quarter, he comes out and says, God, I got to go, man. So could we see what started happening? Because he started forcing. He said he started rushing shots. He did not look himself because he wasn't shooting with any conviction or authority or rhythm. And he was just
give Draymond some credit.
Okay? I do. And by the way, there's a lot of boxing one going on. There's
Come on, man. You know that boy was just off, man. It's about to get Draymond some credit. All right, Draymond, get your credit. Get you some flowers right now. You got it. Bada boom, bada bing.
Some triangle in two, but a whole lot of boxing one. And he just got off and stayed off.
He just had an off night.
Cold and got cold.
Yeah. And that's a shot he normally he'll make that shot 7 out of 10 times.
In his sleep. This is the one I thought, that's money.
Yeah.
No, short. Everything seemed short. And then that one he couldn't get a hold of the ball and almost missed the rim with it. And these are 8 straight misses in the third quarter alone. When you see Kevin miss 8 shots, he's the most efficient scorer in the history of basketball. We've never seen anything like him before.
Now, you do realize when Klay Thompson comes back, a lot of the shots a lot of the threes that Steph is forcing will be wide open because you got 2 marksmen that can pick you off from any location on the court.
I got it. Are you guaranteeing they're going to win the championship?
I feel very.
That's a good question, Skip. But I guarantee you, I think this is the final showdown. What's going to be on TV at the end of the NBA season. That's what I see.
Comfortable. I think I might have had the Warriors do. I think I might have. Did I have Steph? Or Giannis being the MVP. I don't know, but they're going to be a tough
I think we have some Shannon Sharp Memorial revisionist history going on.
I told you.
I didn't hear anything about Steph Curry.
You better recognize Steph.
I was going to say, boy, you ain't saying nothing about Steph being MVP, boy. You ain't say nothing about Steph being MVP, boy. Come on now. Stop that, boy.
Your new guy?
Nope.
Shannon Sharp.
But I like Steph. I like
Curry. Okay, so what happened in the third quarter? They got blown out. And how many threes did Steph hit in the third quarter in the rampage by Golden State? How many threes? He hit 1.
That was a dagger.
He hit 1. It was a dagger. And then he sat for the last 5 minutes of the third quarter, and they went on 18-5.
It cost me a case, too.
It cost you a case because he got to 37, and you said 40.
You should.
Thank you, Steph.
Let that sink in for a second. You should say, you know what, Shannon, you went out. You like to talk about going out on a limb.
Mm-hmm.
I went way out on a limb.
40 for him, as much as he shoots?
Hold on, Skip. Now you know 40, that's a lot, man. That's a lot, man. Steph gonna drop 40. 40 for him? As much as he shoot? I'm surprised he didn't go for 60. Come on, Skip. Stop playing, man. Stop it. What's wrong with you?
Really?
Yeah.
Really, Skip? So that's where you are now.
I still got Kevin Durant. Every GM's got Kevin Durant. And I even hear now, Steph's the better leader. Baloney, he's the better leader. Did you see what Kevin did with the Olympic team? Would we have won the Olympics, the gold medal, without Kevin bleeping Durant?
And we'd have Steph.
Huh?
Well, I mean, Skip. I mean, you got to really Skip. You got to. I mean, only Kevin Durant was what Kevin and Dame was really one of our two of our top 10 players.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe.
Well, there you have it, people. Please believe that your boy Mullah know what he's talking about. I'm rolling with KD, and I'm telling you it's going to be Brooklyn and the Warriors in the finals. So get your popcorn ready, because that was the preview of the finals. bang, 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 pow, 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 pow. And we'll be back with another one just like that. I'm out. I'm out of here. Pow, pow.